So this is a really different kind of vlog than what I'm used to making. I'm not used to getting too much into feelings or, I don't know, things that are wrong with me. And I'm shooting myself in the foot for saying this. But I have, like, I'm full of anxiety. Like, I have an anxiety problem. And I can manage it. Like, I don't take medication or anything. I can manage it through just behavioral adjustments and things like that, and just kind of try and change my mindset. But there are some times where it's just like incredibly overwhelming, and it's usually just situational. Um, and it's usually just when I have a lot on my plate. But it's so like debilitating when it strikes you and when it hits you. It's just so debilitating. You can't talk about anything but the problem. If anyone tries to change the subject, you can't fathom like welcoming other thoughts about something else in your head. Like, your brain must be dedicated wholly to what you're stressing about. Like, anything that's trying to make its way in is just going to distract you and, lead you off course and take up time and space and energy. So when someone tries to change the topic, you just can't. Sometimes you can't even talk. I'll have it where I just can't even talk about it. Someone will ask me what's wrong and ask me to talk about it and let it out. And I can't even say anything. Because if I start to say something, I'll probably just break down and cry. And so I keep it inside. And then you can't think of taking a break, of doing anything else, like, this is taking a lot for me to sit down and vlog about it. I thought it was important for myself to know, like, for my own self-history. Maybe if one of you guys out there has anxiety, welcome to the club. But you can't think of doing anything else. You can't think of taking a break. If someone's like, hey, you should take a break and, we should go out for, wings or a beer or something, you're just like, no, I can't. You want to go out to dinner? No, I can't. See a movie? No, I can't. You want to watch a movie? No, I can't. You want to get McDonald's? Can I come by for 5 minutes? No. No. Like, you can't, and, it's so debilitating. All you can do is just think about work and obsess about work, and sometimes it gets to the point that you're too afraid to work. Like, you have so much to do, you don't even want to open that door. It's like opening Pandora's box, or like opening the closet knowing the big boogeyman behind it, and you have to like tackle him. That's exactly what it is. Like, it's kind of like you have 10 minutes to bake a cake that takes 45, and you feel like, I can't do it, and it's just awful. It's really, really bad. And one semester it got, to the point where I went and I took counseling and at the university. And I think counseling is smart. Like, I'm not a car mechanic. I don't know how my car works. Likewise, I'm not a psychologist. I don't know everything that happens in my brain. I don't know everything that happens in my liver or my kidneys. It's like, just because I have it doesn't mean I know how it works. Which is what we can all say for a lot of our things. Like my computer. But, anywho, it's just really, like, really frustrating. And the problems it creates is, eats into my work, eats into my relationships. Like, I will stop hanging out with people. I will not be social. It eats into my mood and my mental health, and when you're not social, I don't know, but, and I think I get it because I'm such like a perfectionist. I never learned how to fail as a kid, like how to gracefully be like, okay, so this might not work out the way I wanted it to. Like, I never learned how to do that. Like, doing something badly or wrong was never an option. Or lack of judgment, like admitting I screwed this up, it just wasn't an option. And the problem with this like the main project that's really bugging me is this political project I have to do. It had like 5 weeks to do it, but really I didn't because I had other classes, and it's the first time I'm trying to balance a job and school. And I found out I'm really good at focusing, almost too good at focusing, to the point where I must focus. I can multitask, but if it's multitasking a bunch of big projects, you know, well, no, yeah, I can do that, but what am I trying to say? Like, I can multitask just when I have to put something off that I know I can't put off, and I do anyway. It's just horrible. And anxiety is just really, like, eats away at your soul. Like, all the things that like make life worth living, like hanging out with your friends, all the things are actually really important, because this is just a letter grade. It's not really important. But, it's, this is just, a number impressing one person. Like, I really want to impress this professor. It's my African politics. It's what I claim to be an expert on. A pseudo expert. Anywho. And I'd really hate to do poorly in the class because I know I understand the material. But it's like the really important things in your life aren't these, I don't know. These grades will go away. No one will know my grade. No employer's going to ask what grade I got in this one particular class. And no one cares. That I took it and that I was interested is what matters. How I did on collecting data for the past 40 years of Mozambique and the DRC. It'll matter, if a job wants to see something I produced. But as far as my overall grade in class, it won't matter. My friendships, my relationships, and stuff like that. That's what I'm gonna remember and whatnot out of college. One semester of your life doesn't kill you. Like, no one's gonna say, "Man, my life was ruined because of that one semester." I'll tell you, my first semester, I left architecture and I thought my life was over because I've been planning towards it for 4 years. So it's just a growing process. Forgive me if this is rambling, but this really isn't for you. You're just, able to watch it. I'm just exposing it to you. Feel privileged. But, yeah, that's probably how I would answer my biggest weakness problem. I obsess so much about a project and about doing it right and, doing it justice that I can't accept that it might not be my best work. Like, I can't fathom that, like, maybe this is going to be the point where I fail at something. Like, I just can't, and it just eats away at my soul, and then more important things get put on the back burner. I feel like I'm, kind of like, what am I supposed to say? Like, I feel like, when your body dies, it feels like it thinks it's dying. It starts shutting down major things to keep alive the absolute major, like force. That's like what I'm doing, only kind of at random. Like, the things that are really important, I'm shutting down. Kind of like if my body decided that my feet were incredibly important because I need them to walk, and it shuts down everything else and all the mechanisms that support that. Like, if I start shutting down on my friends and on my family, well, then I'll get done with this project and have no one to really support me. Like, who gives a damn about your project if there's no one there that's, like, behind you on it? So, I don't know. It's just, I don't even know how I'm going to get half this stuff done. It's just, it's my last semester. I can't afford to, like, do bad. I'm paying, like, way too much money to do bad. So, I don't know. I should really stop because I don't really have more to say. But, and it just took a lot of guts to post this because I know a professor and, like, possible employers and things like that, could be watching. And part of me wants to, like, defend myself and be like, no, I'm not always crazy. I'm not always anxious. A lot of times I know I'm doing. Anxiety is a good thing. It helps motivate you and slowly drive you insane. But, it's